What do you mean? What do you mean go? What are you laughing about, Bueller?
Come on,
Coming up on my channel. You're laughing at me. I haven't been on live in like 2 weeks. How are you, Bueller?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. This is pretty fun. I've been looking forward to finally being on the channel in a live capacity and interacting with all these people. I think you've been on my channel live a few times, so I appreciate you finally returning the favor.
Do you know at the end of season 2, Lost, when they find the hatch and they look into the hatch and it's like just shooting bright lights on your face? It's like you just saw heaven. I'm seeing it in your camera right now, Bueller, and I'm loving it.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. This is really cool. I'm very excited to be on Comic Tom 101 and to be talking with everybody in the chat and then talking with you as well.
Oh, it's great to have you here, man. I mean, first off, happy 1 year anniversary. Can you believe that?
Happy 1 year anniversary to you too. It's almost like we planned it, but we didn't.
It's, you know, we didn't plan it, actually. It's the word serendipitous. I think that's the word. It may be the wrong word, but we're going to roll with it. We met at Emerald City Comic Con a year ago, and I was standing with my mom. I had just put out my first video, and it was like maybe a week, that same week, pretty much. Maybe it was like, no, that can't be right, because it was April. So it's like I had put out a couple videos at that point, and I'm standing there with my mom, and we're going about to go on the elevator to get up to the show floor, and you walked up like this. And you're tall. For those of you who don't know, in the Bueller Brigade, Bueller is very tall. How tall are you, Bueller?
I'm 6'4", 6'5".
Okay, 6'4", 6'5".
I'm not as tall as the other guy. Yeah, I'm not as tall as that guy. That guy's like 6 inches taller than I am.
Yeah, Slav is a very tall man. He's on Instagram, giant from Earth for a reason. He is he's got long arms, very long arms. He can reach for things very far, like Mr. Fantastic. It's pretty cool. And he edits very fast. And he's in India. Shout out to Slav and his brother. Hope you're having a good travel. So I met you at Emerald City. You walked up and you said, Tom, you make videos on YouTube. I just started making videos on YouTube. I'm Bueller. I have a channel. I like what you're doing. You said some really kind words. And you actually, I think you were the first person to recognize me from the content that I made online. So it was a good moment for me, because it felt like, you know what? I had been working hard to put together something, and I wasn't seeing a whole lot of anything happen with it, because you know how it goes when you first start out. And you came running up, and you were so excited that you were also making content, and we were able to connect in that moment. So and that started a really long friendship. And I wanted to just like, I realized that we hadn't actually done a live show together. I've posted videos of reposts of videos on your show, but we haven't done one here. So I appreciate you making it on today, and I wanted to introduce you to the audience officially. And Bueller, tell us a little bit about what you do, because you're pumping out videos every day, just like I'm trying to do.
That's right. First thing about when we met each other, I want to be perfectly clear. Not only was I excited, but I was also out of breath, because I just walked up that freaking hill. And you might have thought I was excited, but I'm trying to catch my breath a little bit, because I'm a big guy. You know, it took a lot out of me to walk up that hill to get to that convention center that I saw you at. But on my end, I am Bueller from Comics with Bueller. I started a YouTube channel about a year ago. I am also located in the Pacific Northwest, just like Tom is. He's just a couple hours up the freeway from myself. And I pump out a lot of content. It's all comic book based. I have multiple different videos that cover many different subjects. I have a video series called Just the Keys, where I show key books that are in a whole series run, which are very popular. I also do videos on weekly new books, all the new books that are coming out for the week. That video usually hits Thursday, and that's what I'm going to be working on tonight when I'm done talking with Tom here. So that will be out tomorrow morning. But that shows every brand new book that will be on the shelf for next week. And I try to cover every single cover that I can find. Usually that video has up to 150 to 160 books on it, which is the most you're going to find. And then I also do a live stream on Fridays. And also I can't forget to mention my coffee videos on Monday, which are very, very popular. It's comics, coffee, and comments, where I show you some great books, I drink some awesome coffee, and I read some of the comments you guys left on some of my previous videos. That's one of my favorite videos. So if you haven't checked that out, it's almost like a morning talk show. It literally comes on at 5 o'clock in the morning on Mondays, and it's a lot of fun. And I make a bunch of other stuff. I cover Comic-Cons. I interview celebrities. I interview creators. I got a Comic-Con coming up here in about 2 weeks, Wizard World, and I'm covering that event for them. I'll be shooting the panels and everything. You name it, dude, I got it covered. And I just love comics, to be honest. So it's awesome.
Heck yeah, Bueller. You've been killing it, man. And I wanted to mention you have a couple of videos throughout the week that one that I straight up use to help me pick out books that I'm going to like for my weekly picks for Key Collector. We have your weekly video that goes over all of the up and coming comic books that are going to be coming out the next Wednesday. You put together a really compact video of all that information. It's essentially a previews guide, but quicker, with Bueller narrating, and it's great. You assemble it all. I'm curious, how long does it take you to put that video together? Because I know it's your most popular video, so that means that you definitely are going to go out of your way to make sure that that comes out when you need to. So what's like the longest one of those has taken you?
It takes probably about 8 to 9 hours to put that video together every single week. And thanks for reminding me, Tom. I appreciate that, because that's what I got to look forward to here at about 6 o'clock when I start putting that together. So if you do the math, if I start working on it tonight, say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll be done by about 4 o'clock in the morning, and then it'll be out for release at like 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'll only have 3 hours sleep by the time it actually hits. But yeah, that video takes a while.
So you do that every single week for the community. And what's really cool is you started doing that kind of on the whim, right? Like you saw it as a need and you did it. And it was really, as far as compared to the rest of your content you did, it was a little bit more successful. People were using it more. And now you have people, I'm sure, who bug you if it's not out yet.
Yeah, I noticed a need for the fact that there's other preview videos out there that are really good. And one of my friends, Brian from Simple Man Comics, I was just on his channel yesterday and we were talking about some really great stuff, but he does a very similar preview video. But one thing I used to do when I'd watch his, and one thing I noticed, that there was a lot more covers that are available for the books. And I'm not a big variant guy, but I do believe you should know what stuff is available for you to buy. So one thing I felt like doing is covering every single book for the most part that I can find. And for the most part, I believe I'm probably the only one who's doing that, where I'm showing every single option that you have for that book. Not only the stuff that you're going to find on the retail shelves, but you're going to find it on like websites for specific artists that do the book and stuff like that, and exclusives to different shops. I try to show all those so everyone knows, because all that stuff is out there. There's the thing called the internet and stuff like that, and people can find it and order it and all that good stuff. So I show all the books, and it's called the 4-second rule. I only show the book for 4 seconds. I literally line all these books up, 160 books, and I go to the video and I do one cut. I start at the very beginning and I go, first book on the list, and I go right down the panel all the way down to the 160th book nonstop. And I might mispronounce some names and stuff like that, but I just keep going, and it's a lot of fun. I actually enjoy that part.
So I definitely recommend that video for everybody who is, who watches our channels here. I try to, I've definitely put it in the description a few times, and I want to make sure that, everyone knows to go and follow Bueller. His link is in the description. Go check that out. I have them on notification just for that. For that reason alone is worth it enough. But all your other videos are great too, and your community involvement has been inspiring, Bueller. It's awesome. You've definitely let's actually bring it to what kind of sparked this conversation of today, because community, that's what it was about. We were talking about just that this past weekend. And before we get into that, I want to give a quick shout out to Perry Comics, saying thank you, Tom and Bueller, with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Perry. We do appreciate that. And the rest of the comic book fam, happy new comic book day. 3 smiley faces. Thank you so much. And then we also have Blue Green Artifacts, who says thank you for all you do, guys. And Bueller, that's to you too, man.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you as well. And we do appreciate that, helping keep the show going. And I also, before we get into it, I want to give a quick congratulations to Lords of the Long Box, TiVo over there, who are about to break 3,000 if they haven't already. I think they already broke 3,000, but congratulations. That's a big milestone. And they're going to be doing their 3,000 giveaway at 6 after our show when we wrap up. And we started on time ish, and we're going to end on time today, Bueller. How do you feel about that?
I don't know if we can do it. You really think that you and I could just keep it within 1 hour? I mean, we're gonna try, but we'll try.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll see if we can get there. And thank you, TiVo. They broke it. They went well past it. They're at 3,055. So nice. Very good. So we have we were having a conversation this weekend because it's been a fun year. Bueller, we have been back and forth. Whether it be, hey, I don't know how to get Google Hangouts to work so I can see the damn chat and I'm live on screen. What do I do? Or it's, hey, I have the creators of Rags who want to join my live stream right now to talk about their print count of their comic books. And I don't know how to do that. And I'm live and I'm texting you underneath the table, pretending everything's good. So thank you for this last year. You've been kind of like behind the scenes helping out. And I'm excited that we were able to get you here on the mic because I've been saying for months now, and I officially was like, enough's enough.
Yep.
We need to start doing something ongoing. We need to do something every single week. We need to do something that is going to be on schedule. And if it's, and we got to like let other people know that we're going to be on the mic at this time every week so they can expect it. Let the community know, and then bring it to the community that it's going to happen. And how did this all start out? Because I think we have another shout out to give of a new member to the community.
Yes. Yeah. There's someone in the chat right here, and his name is Nerdy Couch. Okay. And Nerdy Couch is a brand new member to the comic book community. He just released his first video, I believe this week. And I saw it, and it hit home, man. It really did. And the first thing I did when I saw it, I sent a message to Tom. I said, Tom, watch this video. And it was just his little intro, and it was only about a couple minutes long. And this is a member of the community that has been watching us and really enjoying what we've been putting out there, because you and I, first things first, very similar thing that we do. We promote the community, and we promote positivity, and we promote people getting involved. And this is the perfect example of something watching the videos that we put out and seeing what we promote and taking the step to jump into the community. And he did that, and he came and he made this great video, and I laughed. I've watched it. And Nerdy Couch, whatever your views you have on your video, about 20 or 30 views are from me, because I watched it over and over because it's just great. But it's part of the community, and he jumped in, and there's other people that jumped in as well, like Cover Lover Comics. I don't know if you've checked him out yet, but he's been really good. I've watched a few of his videos, and he's jumped in the community. He's been watching us.
Have you been seeing what Discovery Bay's been doing?
I know Discovery Bay. Yeah.
Okay, I know you know, but I want to say Discovery Bay has been also doing some really cool stuff. He's been posting videos that are like, this is what you can look at, expect today, yeah. And he puts together the whole, it's like TV guide for YouTube for comic book hobbyists, it's really cool, and putting time into it. Like, that's not easy to edit and to type everything out and to go through posting it and to stay committed and doing it regularly. So anyways, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but we got Discover Bay in the chat too. So
yeah,
I'm seeing what you guys are doing, and it's awesome.
Exactly. And that's I was gonna cover Discovery Bay, and I have a lot of respect for this guy, and Tom does too, because we know the effort that goes into producing a video and the graphics and everything that you put in to do it. This guy is doing it every single day, and it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of effort that he's putting in, and he's doing it, and he's highlighting everybody else who has something going on that day. That's exactly what he's doing. And my hat's off to that gentleman. I've talked to him on the phone a few times. I really enjoyed our conversations. And he's got a slogan. He says, "What's on today with Discovery Bay?" And I know the guy who came up with that, and that guy's pretty good looking.
There you go. Bueller thinks you're good looking, which
No.
means he said it here live on the mic.
No.
All right, so we were chatting about how cool it was just to see so many new faces in the community, and it meant a lot. And we were already talking. We were going back and forth on what we're going to do on the mic, and different ideas, and it kept getting delayed and delayed. And then I thought, why don't we just talk to the community, since that's what we're doing it for. So right out the gate, I'm excited to have a show that focuses on independent content creators here in this comic book community, and to be able to have a platform where we can have not just myself, not just Bueller, but channels of all sizes, and bring them here and do some fun stuff. So Bueller, what are some of your thoughts here? Because it's Wednesday, it's not Tuesday, so this isn't the show that we're talking about. The show we're going to do is going to look a bit different. We're putting together something special, aren't we not?
We are going to be putting together something special. And like Tom was saying, this is something we've talked about for a long time. We've been wanting to do content together for a very long time. And Tom was finally like, that's enough. We're just going to do it. And and I'll just tell them, I am now a member of the Bags and Boards crew. And thank you so much for letting me. I'm the newest member of the Bags and Boards crew, and Tom, I've extended the offer to you to be part of the Bueller Brigade, which came up with other people in the that watch the videos. They kind of came up with that. So Tom, you're part of the Bueller Brigade, and
I'll take it. Exactly.
Awesome.
No, absolutely. The idea is I want to do a show every single week with you, Bueller. So absolutely, as soon as we have a ongoing series, then yeah, you're a part of the crew now. So everyone, thank you, Bueller. It's 1 year too long, but welcome to the crew. And we're gonna be making comic book content until we die, man. So we're gonna be all old and gray and
I think it's gonna be. Here's the thing, and we're both different type of collectors. And we both have different views. We don't always agree on things, and I know that for a fact. We've had on live streams, we've talked about variants, and for some reason you say the more the better, and on my end I say, what are you talking about, Tom? And we're gonna challenge each other, because
it'll get heated. It's gonna get heated here.
We don't agree on a lot of stuff. We're laughing right now, but when it comes down to it, Tom, he doesn't like sports balls. I like sports ball. So it's
sports balls.
Yeah, sports balls.
Why'd you say more than two balls?
Bueller. There's two of us, so there's going to be a couple balls going on. So
you're hearing it first, comic fam. What's happening?
Yeah, Tuesday nights, 5:30. It was going to be 5 o'clock, but there's another channel. It's C Woodard 19. He's a friend of mine, and I really like his channel. And honestly, I don't want to miss it. So I told Tom, I said, Tom, I want to watch C Wood's thing. Can we start at 5:30? He's like, yeah, that's fine. So there's another channel. So we'll be coming on right after C Wood 19s at 5:30 every Tuesday. We want to get the community involved. And that's a really big thing, because that's what's brought us together. And we've had a part in building this community, and I'm very proud to say that. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, I guess you'd say, but I am really proud of this community that's come together, and the community that I consider myself having a piece to build that community. And I want to highlight them, and I want to talk about it, and I want to talk about stuff that they want to talk about. So if anyone has suggestions and stuff, we want to hear from you guys. We want to hear what your thoughts are, what you would like us to cover on a weekly basis, because you know what? I think our community is underserved. I think it's bigger than what people think it is. And I think it's up to us and all of us to bring more and more people in and show them the joy of the hobby that we all started when we were children. And now I'm in my mid 40s talking about it on YouTube. So, that's what it's about to me. You're a little bit younger, so it's a little different, how old are you? 19, 18?
Oh yeah. No. I am not 18, but
Okay, good.
I
Okay,
do
good.
really want to hear from the community. It would be really great. You'd be helping us out. Because I'm looking at my whiteboard. I got a list of like 15 things over there with like Bueller topic ideas. But for anyone in the chat who wants to, help, it would be sincerely appreciated if you could put in there any ideas, anything that you would like to see, whether it be topics or just anything. Get creative. Do you want to see Bueller reenact panels from comic books? Because I kind of do, but we'll see what we can do. But yeah, let us know in the chat. And also thank you so much to Ramiro Ortiz. Glad to see you guys this week. Last Wednesday was tough without you. I'm so sorry. Comic book fam. Oh, it was rough. Bueller, how was the snow by you? And Ryan didn't make it, right?
No, Ryan didn't make it. I don't have any snow. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, Tom. What? No, I've seen the pictures. You know what? It's funny because we got like a dusting of snow, and then like 8 miles away, there's like a half a foot of snow type thing, and there's nothing here. So we missed it. But I know from yours up there in Seattle or towards there, they got a ton.
Couldn't move
But
my car, man. I couldn't move my car. I was trying to figure out on Friday how to even do the top 10 list because, if you lose power mid edit, you're having issues. So it was a constant anxiety because just like your video that takes hours to do, I'm up really early doing the same thing. And it was really rough. So the whole week's been thrown off. Slav, as mentioned, he's in India. Ryan, shout out to Fire Guy,
I missed that guy.
He's been, I tried to give him a call before because I haven't heard from him today, but I do know based off of that, I know he's alive. I know he's survived. So that's good. We're all in a circle here. We're in a network. Russ is like, I chatted with Ryan. He's good. But he's been stuck at the hotel. Like he works at the night shift at a hotel and he's legit had to stay at his work overnight because it's so bad. His commute and us driving has just been icy. So anyways, it's been really tough to make content. And Russ has been going to the shop every day. That guy, he's so committed. It's so funny. He worked so hard to get all the way to the shop to then tell people that it's really, really, really dangerous to get to the shop. But he's there and he's there to serve you. So shout out to all the members of the show and to Ryan and everybody who's like putting in that extra time this week to fight it. We didn't go live because of that and it's just been so busy because we've been so delayed. Hopefully we won't have that happen again. And actually Erin was supposed to join us today, but she got snowed in where she's at and can't move her car either. So fun stuff that we're dealing with in the Pacific Northwest is just how it goes. And
I'm here. I made it.
Yeah, you're on time, Bueller.
I'm always on time. That's one thing that I'm going to bring to the table. Okay, I'll tell you this right now. Every now and then, Tom's a little late when he's trying to start his live streams. And if you watch mine, I'm never late. If I say 5:30, it starts at 5:30. So first thing I'm implementing here, and this is going to be on your channel, we start on time. Okay. Can I please?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna do my best for TiVo's sake over there. I'm gonna do my best to make not that he's on Tuesdays, but for just the sake of the sheer fact that we have a growing list, that we have channels like Discovery Bay doing a TV guide of how many awesome new content creators are in this community. I have to keep up with this schedule. Otherwise, I'm like have legit anxiety of stepping over someone else's time. We put together a show and worked hard on it. So no, Bueller, I'm doing my best. I'm going to make sure that we start on time. And I got my coffee, got my iced tea. We're going to be good to go. I'm going to I know I do because it's Lipton diet green tea. It's really good. But there's no diet on my end, man. So you better. Yeah, it's a pound of sugar. Stuff. Come on. Okay. So I wanted to remind everyone and thank you to everyone currently joining us. Please hit that like button. That goes a long way for our show here that we're gonna be doing every week. Bueller, super stoked about that. We have 2 giveaways we're going to be doing later in the show. So I want to throw that out there too. So for all of you who have joined us live, it's a good time to join us right now because we're going to be going up until 6 o'clock until Lords of the Long Box starts, and we'll be doing a giveaway. Economics and Comics says with his $2 super chat, I see something on a spinner rack. I don't have a spinner rack behind me. I'm in an alleyway in the bad part of town out here in Seattle. But where are you, Bueller? Because I see a spinner rack.
So I have my spinner rack, and which is awesome, by the way. And there's a whole video about it. But on there is this picture I got in the mail today. It was sent to me from Bill from Economics and Comics. Apparently, he's a very athletic, and
I did not see that. I saw the spinner rack, but I had the chat covering. What is that?
It's
oh my goodness!
Cool. It's
is that you?
Yeah, well, I guess it's supposed to be him. But Bill's a good guy, and this was done by Sin Potter, I believe. And I kind of made it so it could fit in the bag, so it would sit up here for that certain purpose. I figure he would see it, and he actually texted me just a little bit ago. Says, "I see something on the spinner rack." So that's it. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah,
I wanted to show this off here.
So when you're done, I want to show my polls because Ryan shows his polls every week. He's not here, so I guess I get to show mine.
Okay? Yeah. We're gonna do your polls here. I'm gonna do this quick little thing, and then we're gonna do Bueller's polls. I'm gonna remind everybody in the chat. Please let us know if you have any anything that you want to see Bueller and I do. I'm gonna be making sure that we review it probably more than once. Going through the chat after that it's posted, but we have community karma, comic book karma that happens on this show pretty regularly. So much to the point where we don't do it on the live show anymore. We do a whole separate show, one dedicated so everyone can get their karma debuted on time, and rather without within an unlimited amount of time, an unspecified amount of time. If there is a lot of stuff, sometimes we get a lot of comics and want to show them all off, immortalize them on the internet, so when it's seen on the other end, you can see where it came from, who it was sent, if that is being notated on when they come in. However, I went to the store, went to the USPS here to my PO box after the snowstorm, Bueller, and I got some oddly shaped packages here that have been sitting in my living room waiting for a comic karma. And there was one that was so big that I had to open it because it was taking up so much room. It was larger than my TV. It is that big. It was like in this really big cardboard. So I'm like, all right, I got to at least get out of this cardboard so I can throw that out. And then it had this inside. And so it's a smaller, it's not as big, but I'm assuming that this is some type of art. I wasn't going to open it on the mic, but it has this piece of paper on it, and I read it, and I was just like, I stopped. So first off, I saw this from RLJ3 Visions, who is a regular attendee to our live show, an active member in the Instagram community, a talented artist, and he wrote a really nice note here. And it's been sitting here, and after reading the note, because I cheated because it's right here, I'm like, I can't wait. I want to know what's in here, and we're going to open it right now. So I'm going to read you this note. It's important that I do it. He knows we got it. So Richard L. Jones III, thank you so much for sending this in. I'm going to open it now. I don't know what it is. It says, Dear Tom, Ryan, Russ, Jeff, Aaron, and Comic Fam. This is a small thank you for everything you guys have done for the comic community and myself. Enclosed, you will find a color print on one side and an original art on the other. The reason why I'm sending this to you is to show that you guys got me back into comic books and got me back into drawing after a 15-year hiatus. When I was young, all I wanted to do was be a comic artist. I love the medium. I love the storytelling. But around that time, I was trying to get into a business. Went into the business is when it was crashing. I dreamed of being the next Bernie Wrightson, Kelly Jones, and but I had to take a new path in graphic design field. I have worked for many magazines, marketing companies, and brands throughout the years, and I'm currently working as a lead designer for a luxury shoe company. But we have inspired him to achieve his dreams, he says. So I want to say thank you so much, RLJ3 Visions. And I can speak for the whole team. That is incredibly kind. And he addressed this not just to our show and the members here. He put Comic Fam too, because I know that he's part of the Bueller Brigade. He's part of, this comic book community here. And it's not just a thank you to us, it's a thank you to everybody. So I appreciate that. It's original art, and I'm excited to see what it is. And let's just take a look. What do you think, Bueller? Have you seen RLJ3 Visions on Instagram by chance?
Is it a naked lady?
What?
I don't know. I'm just by your guess, this is as good as mine.
What did you just say?
Some people like to draw naked ladies.
Oh my goodness.
I love
art. That this is live. What is happening, Bueller?
I love art.
I'm like, what do you think it is? Like, just anything. And Bueller just goes immediate to the naked ladies. Oh my man. Okay. Okay, it's not Naked Ladies, it's better.
Okay.
Really? It's Hellboy. So yeah, look, okay. So this is really good, dude. Look at this. Bueller, are you seeing this?
Yeah, that is
Holy
really
smokes.
I mean, as much as I like Naked Ladies, that's pretty good.
Oh wow. All right. So if you get some comic karma and you want Bueller to review it, no. I'm so sorry, RLJ Visions, but he sent the original.
Whoa.
That's the original right here. Holy smokes. So this is gonna go on my my Hellboy wall. And we may have to frame both of these up. Holy smokes. I'm stunned. This is so gorgeous, man. That is such a nice thing. This is something that clearly took a lot of time.
He did that?
Yeah, he did this. This is an original right here, it said.
Wow.
And I'm trying to look at it close here because but yeah, that's Sharpie. In pen. I can see the divots in the paper. So I'll make sure to be posting this on Instagram. I'll tag him, and everyone in the comic fan, please go and follow him. I'll make sure that his info is in the description after this goes up. But very cool. Very, very cool. Anyways, Bueller, please take over because we got some polls.
Okay, so I got a few polls this week. Here's the thing, man. That stupid Seattle weather is affecting us here in Oregon, and the comic shipments are not making their way down to Oregon. So my regular poll list at my regular shop, they did not get their books. So I had to go to a secondary shop, and I picked up a handful of books that I wanted to show you guys. And these are pretty cool, and I love these ones, and I talk about these on my show because I'm a budget guy. I like the 50-cent dollar books. And I always pick up the True Believers. And this was on my poll. This is the Captain Marvel True Believers and stuff. I don't know if you're a fan of the True Believers books or not, but like if you look on my spinner rack behind me, every one of them up there, except for that one that has the economics and comics guy in there. We'll just take that down. That's enough of that guy. But they're all True Believers stuff, But these are some of my favorites. These are only $1. They come out every week. I got that one. And then this other Captain Marvel, and obviously every time they do the True Believers books, it's got something going on with like what's going on in the movies. Okay, so obviously Captain Marvel's coming out, and so they try to capitalize on whatever is popular and stuff. But that one also $1. There's like a handful of these every week, it seems like, and I get every one of them. And did
you get those Conan ones that came out?
I think I got most of them. Most of them I did. Some of them the local shop didn't get, and I'll probably find those later. But I thought that one was really cool. I think these are the only 2 that came out this week. And then I had to get my my indie title. I don't really consider these indie books. I mean, it's Image. Is Image an indie book? Really?
Absolutely. Yeah, they're all independent creators that it's just all under the Image umbrella, but they're all independently owned, each title.
Now, see, I learned something. That's really good. Thanks, Tom. Okay.
That's what I'm here for.
Oblivion Song, number 12. This is really cool. This is the Robert Kirkman or whatnot. I've been really enjoying this series. And one of the things about this book, he had already written all 12 issues before the first issue even launched.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
It was really, really cool because I knew when I jumped on board of this book that there wouldn't be any delays, somewhat similar to what the Doomsday Clock. Are you kidding me, man? That book is going to take 3 years for that Doomsday Clock to finally come out. 3 years for 12 issues for that to come out. Okay,
they gotta milk it, man. They gotta stretch it as long as possible.
Not that much. Okay, this one's great. This one's really good. We have some Wonder Woman 64, some art germ goodness right there, and it's sideways. I don't like sideways covers, but this one I had to pick up. But Wonder Woman's looking pretty good. And just so everyone knows, you cannot use this as a thumbnail because they will look at this on the video and they will you will be demonetized because this little picture right there of Wonder Woman. Nope, that will not work. So they're very picky on their thumbnails on YouTube. Tom is fully aware of that.
That's true. That's true. They don't like Red Sonja.
But this one right here is the game changer. You want to guess what it is?
Oh, is this? I'm really, really hoping it's the Rob Liefeld goodness.
Oh my God!
Yeah! I was right. Yeah.
He did not know what I was going to show.
I did not know you were going to show, man. You know what? That one was on my pull list too, because it looks so damn weird. What was he thinking putting that together?
It's like the B movies that are so bad they're good type thing. Like you ever seen the movie Troll 2? Okay, it's the best bad movie ever. This cover is like one of those. It's so strange and bizarre. It's a must get. I mean, it's like I have never seen a Superman look like that whatsoever.
That is the Ben Stiller blue steel face.
Oh my god, I never realized that, but you're right.
The sky, and like he's got no momentum anymore. He just stopped. So this is Superman. He was going fast as the speed of light, and then he just stopped moment, and then he did that, and then Rob Liefeld captured it and then drew his feet.
I want to know in the chat who else got this book. I mean, I'm sure that everyone who went to the shop today and saw this, I mean, you had to have a reaction, positive or negative. It's not one of those books that you look at and don't pay attention to. But I had to pick it up. I'll probably get, if I were to ever get a book graded, and I've never had a book graded, I might just grade this one just for the heck of it. You know, it's just,
oh my goodness,
it's a classic. I couldn't resist. But anyway, that's my pick of the week. I haven't read it, but man, really.
I think he just has fun. I think Rob's just having fun with us at this point.
And he was in your video, and I that was so funny.
I'm glad some people like that. I was wondering if anyone was going to notice it. I
noticed it right off the bat.
I had two options in that moment. I could get Rob on camera for sure, or not get Rob on camera for sure. So I just did a quick little, all right, I'm going to take the long way to get him in behind me and practice really quick under my breath for 2 seconds, and then just start filming. But no, I actually had a really cool conversation with them after the fact, because I didn't have my camera out and I wasn't being a fanboy, and I was just asking about the art he was looking at. He was there to just like go in there and look at original art. He's a collector still. And there was also a couple other really cool collectors at that show that are low-key / major famous, but were just there to look. And it's interesting when, you know, the level that those guys are on when it comes to the kind of stuff that they want to own. It's like when they go to a comic show, they know exactly what booth they're going to. They don't mess around. Like they're going, all right, I'm going to booth this, and I'm out. They're in and out. They know who they're going to talk to. They know because they already been chatting with them for weeks, well before, messaging back and forth, you know, like in anticipation of the day where they're going to look at some really, really expensive art. And if the deal doesn't happen, he's got to get out of there, or else the whole place is going to be, you know, asking for his damn picture. So I was able to stop and just say hi to him, and you know, tell him and ask him about what he was looking at. And that's actually been some of my most favorite moments, meeting some of these artists and celebrities, is just chatting with them about what they collect and what they're buying, because you kind of get them in a non-celebrity light. Like, he just starts talking about what they're interested in and what they own, and then he's like, yeah, I live 5 minutes from here and blah blah blah, and he just starts getting into like, just, yeah, you know, this is what I do. I come out here when these particular shows come out, and I look for this kind of art. And you know, you're just thinking, oh wow, this guy just buys really expensive art. That's what he does for fun. That is pretty damn cool.
I see there's a couple comments in the chat here I want to get to. There's one by where'd it go? It just jumped up. Biggie Shack. He says, now I missed it. Hold on. Let me pull it up here. He said, Pouch Man is Liefeld's Mona Lisa. that was pretty cool. And Hulknut says, Liefeld is a comic god. Show some respect. There's nothing but respect for this, my friend. Look at that. This is wall material in my book right here.
He is a god, though. Like, for real. Like, let's not. I mean, well put, Hulknuts. Like, I actually am probably one of the first people to go, like, you know, I'll defend him till the end of time. That guy changed the game. If you can, how old was he when he did that video where he was just being trolled by Stan Lee for like 30 minutes while he drew? Like, that guy, that takes some Hulk nuts, if you know what I'm saying, to do that.
Really? You had to wait till I had like a full mouth of coffee.
I was trying to get you to spit it up on camera. Here. I'm gonna get it. We're gonna get it one day. But no, it was a cool show. Meeting him there, and I think he's he's got a handful. And when I say handful, like if you look up this, there's threads of the top 70 worst Liefeld covers, the top 50 worst, the 100 worst. But that guy's done so much comic art that it's like, you know what? We're still talking about what not even 0.1% of his entire portfolio. Like so what? We're giving him crap about this like little tiny bit. His portfolios like could fill up our entire collection with just pictures that he's drawn. So, anyways, I think he's a good guy, and he was very kind to me. He was he could have easily just I'm busy, and he stopped what he was doing. He took a picture with me, which was cool, and he told me about his collecting, why he was there, what he was interested in buying. And he was very open about his passion for owning original art. And I caught him in his natural habitat, which is strangely familiar. I felt like he was just another person on that show floor, just like me and you, buying comics and looking for deals.
Yeah, no, it's funny because we actually talked on the Comic Core, which is the other show that I do on Friday nights. It's the channel's Comic Core. We have a live show every Friday night at 7:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we were actually talking about Rob Liefeld, and we were talking about his artwork on there. And I made a statement where I remember in the 90s looking at his artwork, I just loved it and stuff, and at the time there wasn't really anything else out there like his artwork. And as time has gone on, I don't think his artwork has aged as well as it should have. I think I look at this, okay, and all jokes aside, and I compare this to the stuff I saw in the early 90s, okay? And the stuff I saw in the early 90s was really good, okay? I really enjoyed. This is good would not be the word I'd use to describe this, okay? I'm not trying to be mean, okay?
I can't draw that.
Yeah, I can't draw it.
But I also would only buy that ironically.
Yeah. But it's funny because I just can't stop looking at this thing, to be honest with you. It's just one of those things you just look at. You love to hate it and you hate to love it. It's a little bit of both.
Hey, let's not all ignore the fact that one of the most recognizable Captain America images looks like he's got this like his basketballs on his chest or something.
He's the Dolly Parton version of Captain America.
Well, it's like, in high school, I used to draw a lot of Dragon Ball Z. That was my thing. I used to draw a ton of Dragon Ball Z. With like the huge hair and everything. And, that was like part of the fun style in high school was like just drawing huge muscles and like not proportionate stuff. Like people give him crap for not being, not drawing with proportions that are correct. But mind you, Kirby came on the scene, like really changing the game by going anti-proportion. Like that was like the main criticism of Kirby throughout his time was his ability to draw action and not worry so much about, whether the arms are exactly the way that it should look, like an Alex Ross painting, Liefeld. Yeah, I know I'm not trying to compare. I'm not saying he's Kirby. I gotta be careful here where I'm going with this. But
okay,
what I can't say is that
this is the type of stuff that's going to happen on Tuesdays.
What I can say is that it's a style of the 90s. Like it's like it just to say that him drawing in that style didn't just ignite a passion for reading and like action in comic books. It did for a lot of people. And you know what? There's a reason why he's still, as some are saying in the chat, but many others are not, one of the greats. But
I mean, you take Jim Lee, you take McFarlane, and take Rob Liefeld at that time, and those were the rock stars. Those were the three artists that were just killing it right there. And every one of them you could tell. And it's one thing to have an artist that you look at their art, and it's another thing to have an artist to where you can tell it's their art. This guy, Rob Liefeld, good or bad, you can tell it's his art. You can look at it and you know exactly who drew that. And there's only a handful of artists that can kind of have that label to them. This guy definitely does. Like I said, good or bad, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to confuse you like a Matina original.
What's that all? Never mind. We'll say that
later. All right. So we're winding down. Bueller, what do you have? You have a giveaway to do? Well, I want to do 2 giveaways because I always do one on the main channel here, and the way we do it is we post it to my Instagram, and then everyone goes and posts there, and then I do a random pick throughout that feed on that picture. But I want people to go be introduced to you, Bueller. So we should do a giveaway on your Instagram as well. And where could, other than the description after this video is up, where could the community find you?
Okay, so Tom told me about doing a giveaway, and I like giving stuff away, but then he told me about this Instagram thing, and I'm not very good at Instagram, so I'm trying to learn this stuff. So here's what we're gonna do. So here's what I'm giving away. All right, and I have a box that I sell called a Bueller box, which they're sold out. So if you want to buy one, unfortunately they're all gone. And I'm taking a break because the last round of boxes, there's like 60 of them, and it took me like 4 days to pack them all up and ship them out. But what I'm gonna do, this Bueller box right here, this is a special one, and it's got the nice little wrap. Look how cute that looks. It even got the sticker at the very top. So I'm gonna give away this Bueller box. There's 11 books in here. And this is the one that you're going to be getting. And not only that, but I'm going to throw in a pack of Max Pro bags.
Oh,
and
what is that? What
the
what
reason why? Because and a lot of you guys are probably aware of this. And MaxProSupplies.com. They're a local supply company that's in the Pacific Northwest. And Tom just fell.
I almost fell. It's because we got a sponsor, and I almost fell on my chair.
You guys probably couldn't see it because you're hearing my voice, and I'm looking at a picture of Tom literally falling out of his chair. That's why I shut up, so you guys can see it. Oh
man.
So this place is local. It's MaxProSupplies.com, and they do comic book supplies along with a bunch of other stuff. And they are the sponsors of my channel, and I'm working with them. And I've actually told Tom about them, and I think he's going to jump on board and stuff because they make some pretty cool stuff. But I'm going to give away a bag of bags as well in the giveaway. And what's really cool is you can go to MaxProSupplies.com. And if you buy stuff there, anything you buy, when you check out, type in the coupon code Bueller, and you get 10% off. So, and that's going to be going on for quite some time. But Max Pro Supplies, you're going to be getting this and the Bueller box as well. And what are you doing? I don't know what he's doing.
No, you're good. I'm taking a picture for Instagram. You keep talking about your Bueller box, man.
Okay, the Bueller box. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing this stuff. You guys can't see it. He's like doing all this fancy stuff that I don't know how to do yet. But we're going to give this away. And I guess I'm going to give it away on my Instagram, this prize. Is that right?
Yeah. So what I want you to do is exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to post a picture of the book that I'm giving away. Just post it on your Instagram. And,
how do I do that?
You post it on your Instagram. You just post a picture.
I'm posting a picture of this.
That's fine. Post a picture.
Okay. Because I took a picture. So am I supposed to write something?
Bueller, you're on Instagram. You
know I know, but
what is happening? Okay, so well, this is, hold on. Hey, can you say something, Bueller?
What?
There we go.
Well, okay.
Right, so this is what I got. This is what you can follow my lead. All right, comic community. This is what we have. I have a Fantastic Four issue #1 variant edition from Comic-Con Africa, because Comic Karma has been shipped from all over the world to make this particular giveaway possible. This is a exclusive from Africa. We got the certificate right there, and we're gonna be doing a giveaway this along with a couple other graphic novels that I threw in as well. Some fun stuff here. To enter to win this giveaway, all you have to do is head over to my Instagram at ComicTom101. The links are all in the description. And for this next week, this post is going to be up, and you just have to comment on it. Bueller, what's the first word that comes to mind?
Naked ladies.
What? Okay. Bueller, what is going on with you tonight?
I'm excited. Oh,
Bueller's excited. Okay.
I'm on the freaking Comic Tom 101 show.
All right.
It only took a freaking year to happen.
All right. So naked ladies, and then Comic Fam. I'm a little worried about this. I'm not going to put naked ladies. I'm going to put naked though. The first word you said was naked, so we're going to use naked. I need. Bueller had a lot of coffee.
I have, dude. I don't know.
Too much coffee says I got issues.
This is the Bueller brew. This is cold brew that I was doing like last week. And dude, I'm telling you, man, this is like 10 times stronger than a regular cup of coffee. It's pure iced coffee.
I 100% believe you that it's.
Oh my god!
All right, yonder ways. That's gonna be the next word. So we have naked yonder ways, and I need one more word.
Am I supposed to be doing this too?
Worms. All right. So no, this is what we need to do. You're gonna do the same thing here. Naked yonder ways, worms, or worms. Here we go. Naked yonder ways or worms. So I posted that on Instagram, and if you comment on that post that I just did, you're going to be entered to win this. Now, Bueller, you just got to post your giveaway to your Instagram and then, write something there.
I'm posting it right now, and I'm gonna write, I don't know what to do. I'm new.
All right. Joshua Sanders is suggesting you put, if you want, the word nipples. It may help.
Is good. That's my cat. Nipples.
Nipples is your cat name?
Yeah. Shut up, Tom.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah, dude. You know that. My cat.
Your cat's name is Nipples? I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
I'm being totally. It was a joke years ago, but it stuck because I.
You're being serious right now.
It was like it was at like a Mother's Day dinner and stuff, and this old lady was there, and it was a friend of my mom's, and she's kind of a crabby old lady and stuff, and I'm not really like her, and it's really bad to not like old ladies. But she asked me what the name of my cat was, and I just said Nipples, and she goes, "Oh, Nibbles?" I go, "No, Nipples." Like guys have nipples for no reason, and she's like looking at me, and I'm like, so it stuck. So it's been
okay. So
ever since.
from here on out, if you ever have to put a definition to the word nipples, you just go, "Oh, the way we define it, guys. Guys have it, but we don't need it."
Yeah, we don't need it.
Okay, so Bueller, your cat's name is Nipples.
Yeah. So
I think we've learned a lot today. I personally have learned a lot today off this conversation I've had. I'm very, very much enjoying it. If the community enjoys it, will you please let us know by hitting that like button, letting us know what kind of comic book content specifically. We're not going to be chatting as much about nipples in future episodes. There may be a little, there may be a little nipples, but not that much. And let us know in the comment section what you think about that. We'd love to hear your thoughts about different things you like to see us. And what do we got? Did you post that over on your Instagram, Bueller?
I did.
How can people find you outside of the description?
So my Instagram is a big surprise. It's at Comics with Bueller, so it's very easy to find. So I just posted a picture of that Bueller box, and pretty much all you gotta do is just I think you hit that heart button, which is a like, and then you can just leave a comment. And if you leave comments, I guess you're entered in for the giveaway, and then I don't know, next week, on Tuesday, we'll tell who won, and then we'll send you some free stuff because I like sending out free stuff. But yeah, it's on there right now, everybody. I did it.
That's awesome. So we have 2 opportunities to win some extra stuff. We're going to be announcing giveaways next week. I'll be doing this particular giveaway that I'm doing for the channel here on Wednesday on our live show, and then on Tuesday with Bueller, he'll be doing his, and we're going to go on forward. There's going to be giveaways. We're going to have some things planned out, but we're also going to have some wiggle room for some improv, some community involvement. Continue to let us know if you are a new or existing independent content creator here on YouTube making comic book content for fun. We would love to know about it. We like to be able to highlight that, and shout out to all the members who have been doing that already. It's been a really fun week. There's been so many people that I've been introduced to and got a chance to talk to, and it's been super humbling. And I'm so excited to do more content specifically with you, Bueller, and for the comic book fam. One last thing before we wrap up the show, I want to give a quick reminder. We have 2 days left. The 15th is the cutoff day for a couple things over here at the on the Bags and Boards show. We have the end of the February mail call. So you have until the end of day on the 15th to sign up by midnight to reserve your February box. And then that means you also have until the end of day on the 15th to post your January mystery mail call box. That is the last month's box, because we do a bonus box every single month, and we're actually doing more than one. And I do a raffle on the 16th and send out additional boxes to members of the community who post their box on Instagram with the appropriate hashtags that could be found on your newsletter that was inside your bag, inside your box.
Yep.
Other than that, Bueller, any last words?
Yes, I got a couple things I want to cover, because first things first, thank you, Tom, for having me on. This was a lot of fun. I hope everyone had a good time. You can tell that going forward on Tuesday nights, me and Tom are going to have a pretty good time, and I hope you guys also have a good time. If you're new to me and you don't know who I am, I'm Comics with Bueller. I'm Bueller. The link's down below. You can go check out my channel. If you like the stuff on my channel, please feel free to subscribe and like. If you don't like the stuff on my channel, you can go watch something else. But I want to give everyone an update. I got my new video tomorrow for the new comics, the one that we were talking about earlier, that comes out at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's all the new books for next week. And then Friday, which is kind of a big day for both of us, because first off, my live stream is at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I do it every Friday. My guest this week is Chino Comics and More. And I'm really excited to have these guys on because these guys are opening up a brand new comic shop in Texas. And they've taken the steps to open up a shop. And we're going to be talking about that shop that they're doing. They're brand new comic shop owners. They've never had a shop before. So I think it's going to be really cool. And they'll have some announcements as well to make. So please join me on Friday night on my channel, Comics with Bueller, at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then directly after my live stream at 7 o'clock, there's this other channel. It's called the Comic Core, which I am a member of the Comic Core. And I said, Tom, you need to come on the Comic Core. And Tom's like, okay, I'll come on the Comic Core. So Tom is going to be our guest this week, this Friday at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Comic Core. So please check them out. If you type them into the search, it's Comic CORPS. I don't know how that works.
I'll be making sure it's in the description. Okay, we'll make sure everyone knows how to find it. I'm excited. It's long overdue. Excited to hang out with some really cool comic peeps.
Yeah. They're excited to have you. You know, we try. I don't know if a lot of people might have watched the Comic Core, might not, but it's interesting. We try to have topics, but really it's like a Friday night. It's a week roundup, and we just kind of have a good time. And like Friday night when you go out to the bar and just hang out, that's what the Comic Core is on Friday night. It's just a bunch of fellow people that love comics, and we talk about comics and just let it roll. So it'll be a good time.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Well, this wraps up our show today. Look out for next Tuesday, where Bueller and I will be coming to the microphone, ideally on time, to bring to you some comic book content. And we will be in touch. And Bueller, thank you so much for joining me today. Comic community, thank you for watching us, giving us a little bit of your time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. We got more coming. Bueller's got a cat named Nipples, and TiVo hit 3,000 subs over at Lords of the Long Box. So you're gonna definitely go want to check them out after us. And as always, comic fam, you know what to do. Oh, and always at the end. See, if I wrap it up without kind of like doing a little bit long, I miss out on a super chat, and I gotta be able to sleep at night. So connecting covers. He says, "Geek responsibly, comic fam." We do appreciate that, and he said it. And let's see here. We have D Comic Queen, not DC. It's D Comic Queen. Love the show, guys. Always fun. Pop.comics. Thank you so much for joining. Big Shaq. Good to see you. Mo. Poop responsibly. Joshua Sanders, poop responsibly. Mr. J's Comics and Collectibles says, please check out my channel. We got to do it. 90 FM Comics, nip responsibly. Starting a trend. I got it. She says, topic idea, be on a show with Hulk Nuts. That could be a fun show. Big Shaq says, pee responsibly. I see. Look at what you did. Nerdy Cat says nipple responsibly. Oh no.
Man,
Oh, what did we
Tuesday-
do today? Comics Misexplained says geek responsibly TM. See, at least he's all right. Shannon V. We have everybody on here. Oh, we have AKA Mr. Bolo, CBSI in the house. And then we have Denzel Merritt says, I'm a subscriber, my boy. You came through super nice, Tom. Thanks again, bro. You hooked it up with an ASM 129. You made me a believer of comic. Oh, Denzel Merritt. Hold on. I'm a subscriber, my boy. You came through super nice. You hooked me up with the ASM 129. You made me a believer comic. Denzel, did you get the 129? Please confirm, because I haven't seen anything online, and that would be really cool to know, because I'm sure people would like to know who got that. That would be a really fun way to end it if that's the case. I hope you're not pulling my leg, but you know what? Tag me on Instagram. I'm sure there's a lot of people who like to know that went out. We do appreciate your time today, Comic Fam. As always, get responsibly.